Fighting for Minnesotans who are injured isn't just our job.
It's personal here.
We get it.
It's like hiring family. We take their cases personally. That's not just a slogan. We mean it.
When you know what your clients are facing, you fight differently.
We can't change what happened, but we can start charting a path for the future.
Around here, we have a team that fights for Minnesotans every day because we get it.
We're coaches.
We're lake lovers.
We're parents.
We're not just lawyers. We're Minnesotans.
Well, she sneaks around the world from India to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me, where in the world is
Lou Nanne?
Just old enough.
Oh, he's here. He's at the Great Minnesota Get-Together. Where else would he be on this lovely Tuesday afternoon here? I mean, I tell you what, Louie, you're awfully good on the radio, but tough act to follow. Tim Cheetah.
Isn't
honestly,
he great?
He was hot today.
And you know
he
what?
was on his A game.
He might be the smartest umpire I've ever seen. Not that that bar is very high.
Wow, that's a shot. That's a good shot. Well, he told me he's down to like 4 homes. I said, well, the umpire money must have been pretty good, you know.
Oh, those guys make a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he did okay in his
Nobody ever talked about.
And he saves it all, apparently.
Yeah, but nobody ever talked about umpires betting on games. Did you ever think about that?
Oh, that's a very, very good point. That's a subject for another day. Louis is here as, well, every year at the Great Minnesota Get-Together. You've brought a guest. Is that correct?
A good one.
And his name, and this is part of the reason we were delighted, Zeve, you're going to be with us, is we've already heard, we thought we knew the pronunciation of your last name, and then Guardsy got a pronunciation key that seemed different. So I'm not even going to try it. Will you pronounce the last name the way you believe it's supposed to be pronounced?
Buium.
Buium.
Yeah.
Buium. Well, then the thing they gave you was inaccurate. What did they say to you?
It said boy.
Boyum. Makes no sense.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of people get that wrong.
and it's Zeve, correct?
Yes,
Not
yeah.
Zev.
No,
Zeve.
no, Zeve, yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And
Yeah.
thank you for joining. So, Louis, we're going to talk, a lot of pro hockey, I'm sure, and that involves Zeve as well. But you bring him along for a very specific reason, because these days you're an ambassador to a very specific local event coming, correct?
That's right. I actually had the very good pleasure of watching him play in the World Junior Championship in Ottawa this year, where the U.S. won gold. And thanks, his teammates, of course, but to him, overtime, what a great play he made to set up the goal, the winning goal. You've seen him play, many of you, for Denver last couple of years, winning NCAA championships as well. He won 2 World Junior gold.
That's
and
right.
We are very fortunate to have the World Junior Hockey Championship coming here, because outside of the Olympics, this is the crown jewel of international hockey. And the people that will be coming here are the best players of their age in the world. And those best players in the world will then be playing the NHL. So 4, 5, 6 years from now, they will be the best players in the NHL.
December 26 to January 5,
Right.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
World Juniors, Grand Casino Arena, Mariucci. By the way, for details and information, and I assume tickets and all that kind of good stuff, World Juniors MN26.com. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. And by the way, they have just come out with a package for all U.S. games.
Oh.
You just wanted to have all U.S. games. They're selling a package for that as well. But there'll be many more details about ticket sales, but they are available now in case people want to start getting their tickets, getting good seats, and looking at the games they want to appear at.
Zeve, how did you find competing in this event?
It's the best. I mean, like Lou said, I mean, you're playing against the best, kids in your age and the future, of the NHL. So it's so exciting, and hockey doesn't get much better than that. So every country comes with so much pride, and really wants to win. So it's a super exciting tournament, and a lot of fun to watch.
To win it too, right? You won the last. You were on the last two teams that won it, correct?
Yep. Yep.
So give me a sense of what the competition was like, how challenging it was, et cetera.
It's an extreme challenge. I mean, you have a bunch of guys who, for majority, haven't played together, and you have to come together super quickly, and anything can happen in a tournament like that. It's one game elimination, and you lose, you're done. So it's really tough, and so it's just an unbelievable experience all around, and to be fortunate to be on those two teams and win it, and just meet all the guys I got to meet and play with them, and be brothers for life now. It's a very special experience that very thankful to be a part of.
Well, Louis, with the sense of hockey history in this town, I got to believe it's going to do great at the box office. Don't you? I don't think there's going to be any problem selling it because it means something to people here.
Right, and what's the important part too is Minnesota's been such a big part of these junior teams over the years. So many kids have played and started in them. In fact, the first gold we won, Zach Parisi was on the team. I think he might even got the winning goal. It was in Halifax. So Minnesota's played a big part in these World Juniors. We had one in 1984 when it was just beginning.
Right.
And it wasn't a big deal then. People didn't realize what it was. But if you look now, the U.S. this year is having a fantastic year in international hockey. They've won every title, men and women. And that includes...
Are the Canadians bitter about that?
Yeah, are they ever? And on top of that, they have an opportunity now to win 3 in a row, which is so difficult. And, there's going to be a lot of competition against it. But we are going to be in position to see these players play. I remember seeing Kaprizov play. Nobody knew about Kaprizov. I'm watching the games in Canada, by the way. The ratings in Canada for the World Juniors are higher than even a Stanley Cup if there's not a Canadian team playing in the Stanley Cup playoffs there. I remember him leading the tournament scoring, and I was interested because he was a 5th-round draft pick of the Wild, and I hadn't seen him. And, boy, he just dominated. But that's what happens in these tournaments. These guys that are playing now will be dominant in 4, 5, 6 years in the NHL.
Steve, tell me a little bit, okay, because now you're embarking on the pro career, and there's a lot of anticipation for this upcoming season. How did you find your experience late last year? And in your off season, what do what everybody wants to get better. So what kinds of things, if any, have you been working on?
Yeah, I mean, I think coming in last year at the end of the year and, playing in those couple games and just realizing how hard it is to win and how hard it is, to keep your body right, your mind right, and, all the physical things you go through, all the mental things you go through. So just going into the summer, understanding, the muscle I need to put on, the weight, mentally and physically preparing my body for it. So, I mean, I think that was kind of the main thing.
Gotcha.
So,
we're getting is there anything we can, is he working on it? Oh, you're trying to turn up the volume. We've got some frustrations in our audience that the volume was down a little bit low. So we'll work on that without trying to overmodulate, because then there's feedback, Louis, and it gets ugly at that point. Louis, give me your scouting report on the basis of what you've seen, of what you think Zeve can be at the NHL level.
Well, I'm so impressed with him. I think that the Wild struck gold picking him because he's got the agility, the smarts, the wherewithal, the peripheral vision to play an outstanding game. Offensively, he's a gem. He's going to be able to. When I look at defensemen that can skate and handle the puck the way he does, it brings a smile to my face, because those guys relieve pressure, they generate offense, they make such a bit of big difference in the game of time of possession, because they get the puck away from the other team and get it out of there. I think we're in for a real treat. I know he's only 19, and people talk about, is he working to put on weight and strength? As of course I said, but I want to tell you, I remember picking Bobby Smith first at 20, and he was a 6'4", 5 kid at the time. But 3 years later, I looked at him, he was a man. He was a rail then. And so many of the guys that are picked between 18 and 20, you don't recognize them at 22, 23, 24, because now they've grown into manhood, and they've not only matured, but they've worked themselves to a position where they're not only strong and big and physical, but they're much more aware in the game. The game, as you get older, the game slows down. He plays the game right now, it's already slow. So when you give him 3 years in the league, you're going to really appreciate how aware he is of what's going on the ice.
The component of playing defense but still being a factor offensively, obviously that's the best combination if you can do it. Have you always sort of had that in you, you think? Is that something you developed? How'd that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think just being a kid and playing roller hockey outside and messing around, you kind of get that creative side. But, I think for me, like I was always told as a kid, like the best defense is offense. So I always, like to have the puck make plays. And, if the other team's in touching the puck, then you're probably doing something right.
You mentioned you played a little in the postseason. So do you feel like whatever natural intimidation factor there is of, seeing this is the next level, when you hit the ice this year, do you think you're already past that, or is that something you still have to work with?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think obviously there's going to be times where you're nervous and a little bit anxious, but even from, game one after that first puck touch, kind of the nerves go away.
Yeah.
And you're just playing off instinct, you're just playing hockey. So, I'm just really excited, and I don't think there's going to be too many nerves.
Thanks for coming to see us. Much appreciated. And good luck this season. Training camp's not that far off now, right?
Oh, yeah, a couple weeks. So,
Won't
thanks
be long.
for having me.
Unless you want to break, unless you have the Kaprizov scoop that he's signed long term. Do you have any inside sources? No?
I'm just a young guy. I don't know.
But you would like to see that done, I assume.
Oh,
Everybody
sure.
in Minnesota would at this point.
Yeah, he's such an incredible player, and he's also an incredible human. I mean, got to obviously meet him a little bit at the end of last year and talk to him, and he's just one of the boys, so he's great.
Thanks again.
Yeah,
Minnesota Wild defenseman Zeve Buium, kind enough to join us. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a pause in. We got a little bit behind schedule. And then Louie is going to continue with us, and we'll talk about all sorts of things with Louie as we tend to do at the State Fair. Eventually, we'll also get an update on Vikings cuts and any trade rumors out there when Alec Lewis joins us, probably by telephone, definitely by telephone, probably around 5:30. Back in a minute here from the Great Minnesota Get-Together on The Fan.
This is Bumper to Bumper live from the Minnesota State Fair on The Fan, presented by
Fighting for Minnesotans who are injured isn't just our job.
It's personal here.
We get it.
It's like hiring family. We take their cases personally. That's not just a slogan. We mean it.
When you know what your clients are facing, you fight differently.
We can't change what happened, but we can start charting a path for the future.
Around here, we have a team that fights for Minnesotans every day because we get it.
We're coaches.
We're lake lovers.
We're parents.
We're not just lawyers. We're Minnesotans.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search the Solid Verbal College Football Podcast, and listen now.
We don't just love college football, Ty. We live it.
Spring is here. This is Pat from Minn Kota Windows. It's the perfect time to make sure your home stays comfortable year-round. But if your windows are letting in drafts, sticking when you try to open them, or driving up your energy bills, it's time for an upgrade. Minn Kota Windows, built right here in the Midwest, are engineered to handle everything Mother Nature throws at them. From scorching summers to freezing winters, our windows keep your home comfortable in every season. Our energy-efficient designs can help you lower your heating and cooling costs while adding value to your home. And with our industry-leading warranty, you can rest easy knowing your investment is protected. Several interior and exterior color and trim options allow you to personalize your home as well. Don't wait until those old windows fail you. Visit MinkotaWindows.com today and find the dealer nearest you. Minn Kota Windows, Midwest built, Midwest tough, guaranteed for life.
Minn Kota Windows, invest in your home. Minn Kota Windows, windows for your world.
Hey, Twin Cities, it's Chris Hockey here. Why choose Builders and Remodelers to install your new siding? Well, that's pretty easy. Builders and Remodelers has all the top siding brands available in a variety of styles and colors, even custom colors. Their consultants will help you design anything from a simple reside to an extreme makeover. Your new siding is installed by professionals from a company with over 70 years of experience. And the warranty is incredible. And right now, qualified buyers get 5 years, no interest, or save 20% off your entire project. Go to buildersandremodelers.com today.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
Summer's winding down, and your chance to save is too. Barreiro here, and as a Smart Club member, I know how important it is to get ahead of fall. Right now, Standard Heating is offering $35 off an AC or furnace tune-up, or $70 off when you schedule both by September 21st. That's peace of mind before the cold hits. Book now at standardheating.com. Mention Barreiro when you book.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Bradshaw and Bryant, seeking justice for the injured. Online at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
From the levelmn.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Fan forecast.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Partly cloudy right now, 74.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Now back to the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios on The Fan.
Mall of America's mystery cards are back. We're bringing them to you all summer long. You can come grab yours at KFAN events throughout the summer or wherever you see our KFAN street team. Then we shall redeem them in Mall of America for fun prizes and big discounts. Fullest of events, KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Very, very big. They were ripped.
That's a lie.
Sure, why not? Shot him. Killed him. Skin it and eat it. Ooh!
All right. We want to thank, again, Minnesota Wild defenseman Zeve Buium. Man, I feel old when I talk to him. He looks like he's about 12.
You.
And yet, good-sized lad, and I know you're very high on what you think he's going to be for your Minnesota Wild. Luigi is back with us, in part to talk about the World Juniors, but to get into some other things as well. Here's my toss-up question to you. Guerin, I think Billy Guerin is scheduled to join us Friday out here. So how do I get him going on the Kaprizov stuff? Can I quote you as being really, really worried, or how can I get him where he gets agitated?
Well, that'll probably agitate him. You could just say, Louis really concerned.
Yeah, that's it. That's a start.
And he gave me a 60-40 shot.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's
How's
it.
that?
There you go. That's the way to do it.
That'll get him good.
So
he'll start. He'll be hot right away.
I've told, when people have asked me here, like off air, what do you really think is going to happen with Kaprizov? If I had to place a bet in Vegas, I still think it's going to get done.
Me too.
I really do.
Yeah.
But as you have said, you just worry about losing control of it, and weird things happen, and then maybe people's, their emotions get hardened a little bit, and there's, not good byplay between the team and the agent, who in this case I'm told is a little bit of a wild card. That's what you worry about, right? It just kind of builds on itself. Before you know it, you've lost control of something you got to be in control of.
Well, that's exactly right, because it's not Kaprizov that doesn't want to sign or hasn't signed.
Right.
He's just taking direction. He loves it here. He loves the people here. He loves his teammates. He has no negatives here at all. And so he would be signed. But here's the deal. Russians are a little different playing the NHL than any other nationality. And by that I mean they're still great players, but they don't have the same commitment to an area, a city, that other nationalities might have. Because I haven't seen Russians come and say, whoa, I love New Jersey. I'm going to stay in New Jersey in the summer. You see the Swedes, the Finns, the Germans, everybody staying around their areas quite a bit. And eventually even they end up living there. The Russians, it just seems that they seem to go back home a lot. And I remember when I tried to get a few Russians I was playing against them, we were playing at the Met, and after the game I had played these guys in the Olympics, so I knew them. So I took 3 of them to my house, 3 or 4. It must have been 4 because they drank so much. They drank me out of the house and home. I had nothing left. And when they left, I said to Maltz, I said, you guys got to defect. You got to stay here and play. It's like this. It's beautiful. You think my house is nice? You guys will make so much money. Louis, we go back to the motherland. We don't leave Russia.
Well, that's Putin. That's Putin for you.
That's what it's even before Putin.
Well, that was before Putin, right?
I'm talking about 69.
Yeah. Kosygin, some of those.
So I really, get concerned about
Khrushchev.
That. Yeah.
They're going way back.
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me, you've told the story before. Didn't you have to smuggle? Didn't you have to go through the Iron Curtain to smuggle somebody?
But that wasn't Russian. He was a Czech.
Right.
Yeah, it's like Musil.
What were the circumstances of that, and how dicey did it get?
Well, it seemed that the curtain hadn't fallen yet, so Czechoslovakia was under
Iron Curtain rule.
Yeah. And so I had drafted him, and I had made a deal with Ludwig Katona to pay him $250,000 if he could get him to defect, because he had got the Stastny brothers out. He was from Czechoslovakia. He owned a restaurant in Toronto. So I said, okay, it's a good gamble. If we can get a player like this for $250,000, we'll take it. So I waited 3 years. He used $25,000 of expense money, got nowhere. So I decided to take it on myself. And I thought I had it all done. The World Championships were in Munich. Met with.
What year is this? Would this be?
This would have been 80. I want to say 86.
Okay.
And I thought he was going to, after the game, when his term was over, from the rink, I was going to take him right to the airport, and he didn't come, and he changed his mind. So, no, it would have been 87 because that's the year
Well, what did he say? He just said, I got cold feet.
I didn't get to talk to him because they always had guys around.
I see. Okay. And the muscles around him. Yeah, you can't do anything.
And so later on in the summer, I get a call from his agent, says, Francis is vacation in Umag, Yugoslavia, and he's ready to go. I said, okay, I'm on a plane tonight. I'll meet you there tomorrow. So I went out, got on a plane, and got him. And then in those days, you have to go through the border, and I was thinking I got to put him in the trunk and take and rush him through. So I took a dry run to UMAC. He'd already gone to Zagreb, and just to see what the bars were like, how far were the Italian, gate from the Yugoslavian one. And it was about 50 yards. I said, I could do this. But they stopped me, and they're all machine guns and everything. So I'm thinking, geez, it's going to be a hell of a try. But I got to get them so they're lackadaisical and then just done it. So the next day I went down. I was finally able to get the thing done, and the consul says, how are you going to get them out? I said, I'm going to put them in the trunk, and I'm going to go through. He said, are you nuts? He said, you can't do that. And I said, well, what am I going to do? He says, go get him a visa. I said, how am I going to do that? He says, you know a senator? I said, yeah. He says, you got to get him to get you permission with a visa. I said, give me your phone. I called Washington. Dave Durenberger was in Washington.
Durenberger, yeah.
Happened to be in his office. I said, David, I need this. I need it right now. And he did it. He sent it over to us.
Wow.
And he says, you got to get your girl down to, your assistant down to immigration and show him the contract that you're signing. And so I said, okay, so what's the contract going to be? I said, well, I was going to pay this guy $250. I'll give him $250 signing bonus. So I did it and sent it down. And then next day, the guy said, now you got to go get a visa. And I said, where? He said, go get a passport taken. So in the morning, I went. The plane's leaving at 1 o'clock, so I went to get the passport. And the guy said couldn't do it till 4. I gave him $20. He did it in 10 minutes. And now I got this Hertz rent-a-car. And it's, it was like a Taurus at the time. And I take it over Hertz. I said, do you take rental cars drop-offs? Yeah. So I give him the keys. He walks out with me. He said, no, that's from Italy. I don't. I said, look, I don't care if you keep it. $8,000 more, that's not much. You could have the car. So he did. This guy was honest. About a month later, I got a charge for $467 or something for a drop-off.
He dropped it off.
Yeah, which
he
is
did
good.
do it, yeah.
Got on the plane. And we were nervous because even when you're leaving, there's police all over and that.
Sure,
you don't know which one. The KGB, who's watching this guy. Yeah. Then we got him out, and we got to London. They wouldn't let him off the plane. Said I had to get 2 tickets the next flight out. Thankfully, he was on the Concorde, so he got 2 tickets on the Concorde.
No kid. Oh, so it flew him home on the. I don't remember
the Concorde. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, especially the pilot. The pilots were told the flight attendants to give champagne to everybody. They brought them.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
It was a really good flight.
All right, let's make this a top of the hour pause. Louis has got time for one more segment with us. We will talk some Vikings cuts on cut down day, trades, etc. But we'll get to some more hockey stuff and other things with our guy Lou Nanne when we return from the State Fair here in the Fan.
This is the Fan broadcasting live from the Minnesota State Fair.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
There's still a right lane blocked on North 169 at Medicine Lake Road with a crash and heavy traffic from about Cedar Lake Road. Southbound is heavy in the South Metro from 494 to Old Shakopee Road. East 494. Brake lights start right around West Bush Lake Road, but you're heavy all the way out to Highway 13. I'm Deb Snyder, and that's your latest Total Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
If you're speeding, you'll pay a price. Maybe the ultimate price. Speed kills. Please, slow down.
Extra enforcement now on Minnesota roads. A message from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety.
Hey, it's Guardsy. Well, it's summer now, and you know what that means. It's officially moving season, a time filled with hours of packing, unpacking, and so much bubble wrap. But the first thing you should do when moving into your new home is make sure that the Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity. It's super quick and easy to set up. Then, boom, you'll have your new home hooked up with the ultimate Wi-Fi experience faster than the time it takes to parallel park a moving truck. Then you'll be back online with the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best in-class equipment from Xfinity. So you can just kick back, relax, and stream your favorite movies and TV shows while someone else deals with all those boxes. Because with Xfinity, the only thing you'll have to worry about is remembering where you pack the remote. Make the right and easy move.
Fighting for Minnesotans who are injured isn't just our job.
It's personal here.
We get it.
It's like hiring family. We take their cases personally. That's not just a slogan. We mean it.
When you know what your clients are facing, you fight differently.
We can't change what happened, but we can start charting a path for the future.
Around here, we have a team that fights for Minnesotans every day because we get it. We're coaches.
We're lake lovers.
We're parents.
We're not just lawyers. We're Minnesotans.
And red carpet service. Why blend in when you were born to stand out? This isn't just luxury, it's luxury with a pulse. Genesis of Minneapolis. Luxury that dares to be different. Visit genesisofminneapolis.com today.
Hey, it's Guardsy. Guys, if you or someone you know has been diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer, Mayo Clinic is the place to go for answers. New effective treatment options like radiopharmaceuticals are a game changer for men with advanced prostate cancer, helping them live longer, better lives, typically with fewer side effects. No other hospital in the world has more experience with these targeted treatments than Mayo Clinic, and you can often get an appointment within 48 hours. To learn more, visit mayoclinic.org/prostate care today.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath.
High five.
You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm, totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Dear McDonald's, your breakfast menu, fire. 10s across the board. I could be happy with anything, even though I order the same thing every time. Thanks for not judging me. I'll try something new next time. Maybe.
For a limited time, you can enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg meal, including golden hash browns and a small hot coffee for just $5. Price and participation may vary.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. 5 years, no interest, or save 25% off industry best elements windows. Buildersandremodelers.com.
From the LevelMN.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Fan forecast.
Little breezy winds up to 8 miles an hour. Partly cloudy right now, 73.
Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
The Fan, live at the fair, presented by Meshbesher and Spence on FM 100.3, KFXN, Minneapolis, St. Paul. The Fan.
You never know what'll happen during a break during the Bumper to Bumper show at the Great Minnesota Get Together. My goodness. Louie is back with us for one more segment, and then we'll get into some Viking stuff as well. So bring us up to date. Are you due for any major? Are you here for? Well, yeah, you are here for a while because it's the summer, and you're willing to stay when it's 73 degrees and sunny. But I'm assuming you're going to be vacating pretty quickly here for your next big trip.
Well, I'll be going. I have to go to Florida in early September for.
What do you have to? What do you mean you have to?
I have to check out the waves.
Check out the waves. It's still awfully steamy and.
I know, but when you're on the water, it's okay.
Yeah, I guess that's probably.
It helps.
Training camp's not that far off now. Any thoughts? Rossi, the deal gets done. It ultimately gets done at the price I think you kind of said it needed to get done at. So, I asked this. You're the perfect person to ask this question because I've asked other people of it. Is there any way you think that because of the way the postseason ended last year and his demotion, that Rossi with his agent had conversations before he signed, basically saying, "You're not going to do that to me again, are you?" I mean, are teams capable of making that kind of a pact? Because I got to believe they at least discussed it, Louis, because it was a pretty rapid demotion, right, to basically fourth string. And I can't believe, I would think the agent and the player would kind of want to try to clear the air on, okay, how did that happen? And is there any way for me, if I'm signing with you guys, to guarantee that that's not going to happen again? Is that possible?
I feel strongly what you just said definitely did happen. And I say that because during the course of negotiations, you saw responses from Hines, not only Guerin, that, we feel better about things, we talk things out.
Right,
so,
right.
On top of that, I am sure that they know they're not going to pay $5 million to a center and put him on the fourth line. And then you really you're starting to have big problems.
So, and you like him as a player, correct?
Yeah, and I think he's very capable of bouncing even
and
higher.
Is there beef size largely with him?
He's getting bigger. He's working.
Well, he can't get taller at this point. He's not going to grow.
No, but you don't have to be taller.
No.
I mean, you look at Kaprizov's
Stronger.
tall. Yeah. It's the balance. It's the strength, and it's the base. And he definitely is working on that and getting better at that. And like we were talking about earlier with Zeve on here, the game slows down the longer you play it. You get more aware of what's going on. And when you've got the kind of ability that he has and the perception of what's going on and the hand skills and that, you're going to be productive. He's got the opportunity to make others productive. That's the best thing, because if he's able to play, if they get somebody else to play with Kaprizov and Boldy, or say it's even Zuccarello and Boldy or whatever, but being able to move Rossi to another line, because he's capable of making those wings more productive, and that's what they want.
What is the DEFCON 1 date at which you would seriously be worried about the Kaprizov negotiations? Is there such a thing?
I'm worried about him now.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like DEFCON 1, oh my God.
If you get to February.
Oh, that long, okay.
Yeah, well, because you still have time to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
well, do you think there's a chance he could start the season without the extension?
Oh, I think he's definitely going to start the season without
the
extension, yeah. I wish I'm wrong.
But that's what you think now.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because I think his agent's playing games. It's not Kaprizov. He loves it here.
Yeah.
He loves the team. He wants to play here. But many times, especially when there's a language problem and that,
right.
And many times the players defer to the agent. And I've seen it happen so many times. And, before long, you get yourself in a problem with the agent and the guy who's suffering is a player. There's no reason for it to go any longer. They will pay him maximum right now.
That's the thing. I mean,
so that's why I'm worried.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you take it today? What if you got in a car accident tomorrow?
Right.
If you're the agent, you lose it on $18 million. See, at 8 years, that's $144 million, right? I mean,
no, you do the math. We're not very good at math.
Why do you even hesitate for a minute?
Yeah. No, you're right.
I mean, say he's taking 3%.
Well, now you got me more worried than I was at the start of the show.
Well, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm wrong.
No, you might be right.
By the way, I really want to be wrong.
Yeah, on this one you want to be wrong big time, correct?
Yeah.
Your earliest, strongest Great Minnesota Get-Together State Fair moment, recollection. The first time you either remember coming here or that you noticed it and like, oh, this is an interesting. I mean, does anything come to mind?
No.
In particular?
Yeah, just that there's so many good places to eat.
But not all. I mean, there's more places to eat now. Tim Cheetah was saying that it wasn't always quite this.
No, but there was
diverse.
a lot.
There was even then a lot.
And I've never had. I can't be.
But I mean, did you have to be like persuaded to come? Were you like you didn't grow up with it? So were you like bored with it at first? Like, what is the big deal? It's a state fair. We're happy for it.
That's exactly what happened to me because I don't like.
You don't like crowds, you know that.
I don't mind crowds, but I just like to get through in a hurry. And I thought that, what am I going to do there all day? And it was when I was in college,
Yes,
and So that's when I first came. And I can't be a food critic because I've never had a bad meal. So everything I eat is good.
Yeah.
So it was like a field day coming here. All of a sudden, boy, oh boy. The biggest worry I've ever had about these things is I want better bathrooms. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd be here more if there were better
bathrooms.
Yeah.
Well, there's some secret bathrooms. I'll tell you about them off.
Oh, I
don't want to. Do you know some of them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just want to be sure because there's some places that are off the beaten track a little bit that a lot of people don't seem to know about or pay attention to.
If I didn't know about one, I wouldn't be here today.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thanks for coming to see us.
Thanks.
Let's remind folks again, part of the reason, well, you come to see us every year, which we appreciate at the State Fair, but the World Juniors, December 26 to Jan 5, hits the Twin Cities, an event you've been talking about with us for months. You've got major ambassador duties for that, and you've been sort of leading the charge on it. And we chatted earlier, you brought Zeve Buium on with as well, who has been on the U.S. team that's won it the last couple years. But I know you're very excited about that event. Ticket information via worldjuniorsmn26.com, correct?
Great, buddy. Thanks to see you.
Thanks. Always a pleasure.
Look
Lou
forward to
Nanne,
seeing you
ladies
again.
and gentlemen,
Thank
the
you.
legend, Luigi. Let's break, come back. Maybe we even talk some football, find out what the Vikings have been up to, and so much more when we return from the State Fair. Stay tuned.
Thanks to Meshbesher and Spence. You're listening live to KFAN at the State Fair on The Fan.
KFAN Total Traffic.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Fighting for Minnesotans who are injured isn't just our job.
It's personal here.
We get it. It's like hiring family. We take their cases personally. That's not just a slogan. We mean it.
When you know what your clients are facing, you fight differently.
We can't change what happened, but we can start charting a path for the future. Around here, we have a team that fights for Minnesotans every day because we get it.
We're coaches.
We're lake lovers.
We're parents.
We're not just lawyers, we're Minnesotans.